All right, guys, let's look at lesson 5, which is functional groups. Okay, they're all on table R in your reference packet. So you're going to use the following table when you have more than just a hydrocarbon. So if you have other things added on to your carbon chain, you're going to use this table to figure out what it is. So to name or draw substituted hydrocarbons, you're going to use table R. Use the example given in table R and compare it to your problem. Locate the class of compound and see how it is named, or draw in an example. Use it as a model or draw or name your problem. That's how you're going to use it. So for halides, they have one of the halogens as a branch group. You're going to name the chain and add a halogen prefix and the number location of the halogen. So it's going to be fluoro, chloro, bromo, or iodo, and it's going to be the R is going to be the carbon chain, and the X is going to represent any halogen. So for this example, it would be 2-chloropropane if we were to name this example here. So for example this, we have 1, 2, 3 carbon chain. It's an F, so it's a fluoro. It's going to be in the second carbon, so this is going to be 2-fluoropropane. Okay. If more than one of the same halogen is used, then we're going to use di or tri. So for this example, it would be 1,2-dibromoethane, because it's a 2-carbon chain. 2-bro means 1,2-dibromo. If it's an alcohol, alcohol has OH in it, but it's not a base. Okay, so you're going to name the chain, use the suffix "all", and make sure that you identify where the location of your OH is. So if we look at this example, this is going to be 1-propanol because the OH group is on the first carbon. So for this example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons and an OH group on it, so it'll be 1-butanol. Okay, what about an ether? Okay, you name the small chain and then the larger chain and use the suffix ether. So this example would be, there's an O in the middle, so it's an oxygen bridge. So on the right side, you can name that, you're going to name that. So this will be a methyl, so it'll be dimethyl ether is the name of this. If it's an aldehyde, you're going to name the chain, then add all at the end. Aldehyde is this C double bond H group at the end. So this will be, if this example, we're going to be butanol. It's a 4-carbon chain with that O, C double bond OH at the end, so that's butanol. Ketone, you're going to name the parent chain, then you're going to add the suffix ONE at the end, and you're going to locate the functional group. It's going to be a C double bond O. So if we look at this example, it would be a 5-carbon chain with a C double bond O in it, so it's going to be 2-pentanone because that C double bond O is on the second carbon. So if we were to look at this example, it would be, we're going to look at the carbon chain. It's a 4-carbon chain, so it's going to be 2-butanone. Organic acids, they have a carboxyl group, which is the C double bond OOH. So you're going to name the parent chain, and then you're going to drop the ending and add an oic acid at the end. So this would be ethanoic acid. It's a 2-carbon chain. An ester is going to name the chain bonded first to the O, and then name the chain with the double bond O last. And you're going to add an ONate to it. So for this example, this will be ethyl, because this is an ethyl group. And then, this is going to be your ethyl group, and then it's going to be propanoate because this is a 1, 2, 3 carbon chain. So for amines, you're going to name the chain and then add amine at the end. So this will be ethylamine. For amides, this is different to amines due to that there's a double bonded O there. So you're going to name the parent chain first and then add amide at the end. So this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be butanamide. And then, so let's look at this practice. So name the following. So pause the video, unpause when you're ready. Well, what you should have come up with is that you should have known that there's a ketone in here. So this would be 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be propanone, excuse me. Let's look at this one. Pause the video, unpause when you're ready. Great. Well, what did you come up with? Well, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon chain. So it's going to be a butanamine. And let's look at this practice. Unpause the video when you're ready. Great, so this is going to come up with a carbonic acid. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 propanoic acid, or 4 butanoic acid, excuse me. And let's look at this, check your understanding, and tomorrow first thing in class.